G'day folks, welcome back to Baldur's Gate 3. We're in front of Moonrise Towers. We're about to support the Last Light Inn and the various people within it. All of the Flaming Fist and perhaps maybe other fighters here, Jaheira and the Harpers, to assault this place. But I am a little bit concerned about, our preparation for it. I know I did say maybe we should be having a rest before we jump in here. And not only that, but, there's also perhaps conversations to be had with various people. So I want to sleep first, and then, well, actually jump into this, what I assume is going to be a fight. And that way we'll be completely prepared, right? So, no excuses. I was, kind of prepared to just, restore some spells with Gale's amulets and stuff like that, but, I suppose maybe, maybe we shouldn't risk it. Why is Will missing? I mean, he's here, but, he's transparent for whatever reason. Anyway, just gonna check in with everyone, as usual.
I hate seeing Shadowheart suffer like this. All for doing the right thing. It's up to us to look after her now. If she needs a rest, we carry her. If she needs a hand, she has ours. If she needs ears, we've got 4 between us. Whatever she needs.
I'd like to think that she's probably got more than 4 ears here in the camp. Let's move on. Probably Shadowheart's going to have a little bit more to say.
You wanted something?
Or maybe not. Maybe we have already done all of the conversations in the previous interactions, so that's fine. Gale?
Who's at your side? Poor Shadowheart. The gods are nothing if not vindictive in their vengeance.
So we do have the problem with Gale as well, in the fact that Mistress asked him to explode himself to try and destroy the Absolute, so I'm not entirely sure if that's still in play. I think it might still be.
I suppose it was only a matter of time until Shah took vengeance. For the Lady of Loss, she does not like losing.
What do you intend to do about Cazador's ritual?
Before anything else, I need to know where it's happening. To the public, Cazador is an ordinary noble, a little reclusive perhaps, but just another of the great and the good of Baldur's Gate. He has a grand palace on the hills of the gate, where he hosts the city's high society. I don't know if he performed the ritual there. It feels too public. He'd risk exposure.
That giant gothic monstrosity has been inhabited by vampires this whole time?
I know. Subtle, isn't it?
Alright, well, we should ask around once we're in the city. Maybe someone's heard something.
I hope so. Because I'm not striking another deal with Raphael. Knows what he'd demand this time. But if the citizens of Baldur's Gate don't know anything, my brothers and sisters might. Cazador is a master of secrets, but the other spawn must have seen something.
Well, he needs to sacrifice all of the spawn, right? Which means that at some point he's going to want to try and gather them all together. Okay, Will's here. He's decided to reappear. That's good.
Shah called Shadowheart nothing. But I know better than that. She is something. She is worthy. She is strong. She is Shadowheart. Nothing can take the her from her. Not even a goddess.
Wise words. Let's continue. Perhaps maybe Lae'zel and Halsin have something to say about what's happened.
Shadowheart suffers. You might be surprised, but it pains me to see. Now, what would you ask of me?
Interesting. Yeah, this is sort of the first time that she's spoken a little bit more positively about her. I suppose everyone's going through a bit of an ordeal and a bit of a interesting sort of experience on this entire journey.
My quite the cozy setup you have.
Still, nothing new with Volo. Holson?
Shah's ire has shaken Shadowheart. And yet she goes on. There is untold strength there, I feel.
Okay, and I will check in with Thaniel.
Catherick's soul still nourishes the shadow.
Okay, yeah. Still says the same thing. Let's have this rest, and we'll see if anything happens throughout the night.
Put my hands on everything.
I'll just use one of our packs here, just to make it easier on ourselves. Alright, nothing went on. I'm just double checking that we don't have any exclamation marks over anyone. Doesn't look like it, so I think it's time to move on. I did fail to mention at the beginning of the episode that I was quite pleased with myself with the previous fight, having been able to essentially pick the right potion to use at the very beginning, and I would say that that really paid off for us. Let's just maybe set everyone up before we move on here. So, need some on ourselves as well. Okay, I just need to get a little bit closer. There we go. Equipment-wise, we're looking good, and I don't suppose the bell would be of any use anymore. So, I might actually just take that out of our quick slots there. And, yeah, I'm hoping we'll have what it takes to fight off whatever is going to happen in this next section. Let's prepare mage armor. And are we done? I'm just wondering whether or not we should be casting mage armor for Karlach. Is that a thing that we should be doing? Because Karlach doesn't really wear armor, does she?
Can't give up now.
She always wears, like, clothing. Anywho. Let's press on, and let's see what happens. There's plenty of bodies here to try and loot. In fact, I didn't really check if there's anything different out this way, but my assumption is perhaps not. Most of the stuff is happening just near the entrance, so yeah, let's take all the things that we can gather. So, a lot of these harbors were people that we could speak to at the Last Light Inn, and unfortunately a lot of them have died, so I don't know if there's, like, a better outcome where we managed to save most people. But anyway, let's press on. Take that, send the rest to the camp. Stick bulb. I suppose I might be able to give this to Karlach. Moonrise Guard's Key. Perhaps maybe this is something that we could have used to open the jail cells, but I mean, I will take it anyway. I probably do need to be a little bit careful about the holy fire here, so... whoops. Let's... just... throw a few things to camp. The Moonlight Glaive. Is this something that... was this the thing that was... no, it was the other thing that we lost... that Shadowheart threw was a javelin of some sort, right? Moonlight Glaive, glowing. This object shines with a glowing light in a radius of 6 meters. Plus 1d4 radiant. I wonder if this is a better weapon for Shadowheart. Obviously, I do want to maybe give it to her, but let's just tidy up the rest here. So, center camp. And yeah, things are getting really heavy here. Let me just send a few other things to camp as well. From all of our pouches and stuff. Looks better. And yeah, Shadowheart can take that, and we can send this to camp as well. I think we're looking good. Wand of Fireballs, yeah. I have a lot of consumables that perhaps maybe I do need to start thinking about using a little bit more often. Considering the benefit that we got out of a consumable in the previous episode, I think it makes a hell of a lot of sense. I just don't want to run out of consumables before we get to, like, some really, really tough fights. Okay, Gale seems to be stepping in there, but no effect on him. So, maybe it's safe to stand in it.
Taking on a tower with no siege engines. Wonderful.
Is she implying that I could have found a siege engine somewhere? Because that'd be kind of cool.
Unshackled from shadows, she will rise in moonlit glory and carve a path of brightness to the accursed one's second death. So saith the wise Alondo. That beacon of angelic wrath has taken the fight to Ketheric on the rooftop, and the first line of defense are dead. But storming the tower won't be easy, and if we wait too long, Ketheric will gather his strength and retaliate. For now, though, he's on the back foot for the first time since he returned from the grave.
This is it. The spearhead moment. You brought us this far. So how shall we proceed?
We move in and secure the ground floor first. Cut off all exits.
A sound strategy. Once it's done, me and my Harpers will hold the ground floor while you hunt down the General himself. Floric left some of her flaming fist. They'll scout the prisons and the barracks below to ensure we're not taken by surprise.
Say the word, and we're off.
Yeah, there shouldn't be any problems from the dungeons and the prisons down below. I guarantee you that. Except for the fact that there's that weird sort of tentacly, like, monster thing, which I guess has something to do with the Absolute. And there was a section there which we couldn't really get to, which clearly there was something there. something talking to themselves, so I'm not entirely sure what to think of that. Oh, can we get Jaheira to join the party? Interesting.
I'm touched. But I'm already spoken for.
Alright. Perhaps maybe if we went around, you know, a different way, or I don't know if there is really branching or a lot of different branching pathways that would lead us to be able to get Jaheira as a companion. Maybe at the end of the fight, provided she doesn't die. Ketheric is a formidable foe. I have need of a formidable ally.
Very well. Side by side we'll stand, as we'll rip true souls from a false god. As good a prophecy as any. At the ready, Harpers! In this light, there will be victory. In this light, we will avenge the fallen! The time has come. Ketheric will taste of death at last.
Okay, so what does that mean? Oh, okay, she's just simply following us. At least for now. I hope I haven't doomed the Harpers to all die without having Jaheira by their sides, but, I mean, I feel like I can't refuse having an ally. Oh, hang on, no. Ursa did take a little bit of damage there, so I assume there is something happening here with this holy fire. Is there a way to inspect what holy fire means? Yeah, okay, 1d6 per turn of holy damage.
Ready? It's time to take the fight to them.
So what I want to do is just maybe ungroup everyone for the time being. I guess Jaheira does her own thing. I wonder if we'll be able to actually control her during combat, but I just want to...
Finally on the front foot. Let's see how they like being turned out of their beds.
Speak with everyone first, before we continue. And loot stuff, obviously. That's always important.
It's a grim task, picking provisions from the dead. But the way I hear it, the fighting's not done yet. You need to resupply.
Oh yes, take a look at what she's got. Perhaps, I mean, would have been a good idea to maybe hang on to some of the stuff that we've just gathered and sold it off. I assume she just still has the same stuff as before, though. So, you know, I'm not too concerned.
Lady, light away.
With Jaheira to lead us, and you bringing light to the shadows, we might just have a chance.
I don't really think I need to go that way. I mean, I'm hoping. I'm hoping there's nothing there. Let's continue. Ooh. Yeah, I'll take that. Is there any illithid power that I would be interested in taking right now? Perilous Stakes. Invest a creature with power that heals it when it attacks, but also makes it vulnerable to all damage. Stage Fright. Targets have disadvantage on attack rolls and take 2 to 12 psychic damage each time they miss. An ability drain. Once per turn, when you make an attack roll, the attack reduces that target's corresponding ability by 1. The reduced ability score cannot be decreased lower than 1. I think I like the idea of taking Stage fright. So, why not? Let's just drop it in. But I suppose now we might have to unlock some of these other ones to be able to get to the next, like, tier, almost. Do we have to invest in all of them to get the next tier to unlock? I don't know. Possible that that could be the case. It's so weird with Illithid powers. I'm not entirely sure how they work exactly in terms of unlocking.
Light in the sky. Light at last.
They really want us to have these Moonrise Guard keys, apparently. I know there's a person we can sell stuff to just over here, but I might not worry about doing any trading until later. Until perhaps maybe the fight is over. I know I've got a lot of stuff, but still. I don't see anyone over here, so I think we're good to go. Did I miss anyone? I don't think so.
That light in the sky. I almost feel bad for Ketheric, knowing what's coming for him.
That thing that cut a trail for us. I almost forgot what true light looked like.
Okay, let's group everyone up and let's jump in here. Okay, we've got a big fight waiting for us. A lot of dead harpers in front of us, unfortunately. What is this? Oh, okay, supplies. So, what do we have here? We've got targets on the high ground. Not great, although what we might be able to do is get Blue to Misty Step up there. And we might be able to try and hit targets that way. I wonder if there's a way we can... Can we climb these roots to get to the next floor? Because if we can do that, that'd be really, really good. Ooh, okay, we've got a huge group here preparing for battle as well. I want to try and save as many people as possible, that's the thing. I think I can split off Karlach. And I can perhaps maybe experiment with Karlach to see if there is a way for us to get up there. And if we can sort of clear the area with Karlach, that would be the best. And considering her ability and skill set, it'd be difficult for her to be shoved back down by any of those targets up there, I assume. Okay, this is the room with the doggy. And yeah, this is the room that leads us to the beams and rafters and stuff. I don't see the doggo anywhere though. So that's a bit of a concern. And okay. Will Squire be okay with us? don't know. Because he does want to try and protect his master, right? So that I'm a little concerned about. Okay, no one has eyes on this side, which is really good. And I've avoided fighting with the doggo, which is good. Yeah. Let's come down this way. I think we're really, really in a good position for a bit of an ambush here with Karlach.
Shadows don't suit me. I'm too tall for this.
I just don't want her to get discovered.
What's the matter? Are you frightened of your fate?
Time for a soft touch.
Yeah, so we could potentially do an attack on this Acolyte first. A shove is a bonus action now, isn't it? So the thing is, I kind of need a better angle to shove anyone, though. Alright, let's quick save and let's start this fight, I think.
Going. Very well.
You dare show yourself here after all you've done? You have betrayed me. You have betrayed General Thorm. You have betrayed our god! And for what? These harpers. Moonrise will be their tomb, and in death, you will all serve the Absolute.
Surrender, and I'll let you live.
Like a kitten roaring at a tiger. Boys, make this traitor bleed.
Wow, okay, this is probably like the biggest fight we've been in, I guess, throughout the game, really. Alright, Blue's going first, as usual. So, let me take a look at what some of these guys might be able to do, and perhaps some of the things that we need to watch out for. Brute. 1d8 damage when attacking with a melee weapon. Just simply additional damage. Okay. No resistances, though, so that's interesting. No resistances on Gloric. Ogre's Mark. Increased damage by 1d6. Okay. Something's shaking. I'm not entirely sure what is shaking exactly, but something's taking damage. Oh. These guys are also fighting as well. What? What the? Oh no, okay. These wargs. I wonder if I could have saved the wargs. Could we do things a little bit differently, perhaps? Maybe assisted the wargs in their fight? Tried to keep Barnabas alive? Ugh. I wonder if I want to redo that and have someone enter through here and to see if we can get them to fight alongside the wargs. We would be pretty spread out though, so that's obviously a concern. I think we could, because those wargs are allies, right? So let me just do a little bit of save scumming here, since we haven't exactly done too much more in this fight. We'll skip through the conversation, obviously, but I'm going to see if I can send Shadowheart down that way. Because we've got Jaheira with us as well. And since Jaheira is sort of part of our sort of summon companions here, I'm assuming we will be able to control her. But Shadowheart, I think I can break you off as well. And perhaps maybe I can get you to... come around this way. Okay, so... yeah, here are the wargs. The wargs are going to be pushing up that way. And so we'll support those wargs in their fight. I thought we managed to save some of the gobs, and perhaps maybe the gobs would, you know, help us out. Or maybe only some of them will. Right, let's start the fight again. Not before quick saving again, though.
No one back home will ever believe this.
What's the matter? Are you frightened of your fate?
You dare show yourself? You have been... and for what? Like a...
Okay, let's do this.
No time to dally. I'll take this way.
Okay, let's get into the fight. So, hang on. I don't understand what's going on here. Yeah, okay. So, I guess maybe... Okay, it is Shadowheart's turn. I am just concerned about these guys dying. Yep, let's heal these guys. Try to keep them alive.
Time to meet your maker.
Okay, where are they? Okay, they've moved to this side. And I assume they are now poised to make an attack against these guys here in the main hall. or the entrance hall. So that's a really good outcome, actually. Very happy with that. Let's do a quick save here. I mean, these guys are not looking too healthy, though. Could perhaps maybe just heal one of them.
Take your heal.
Okay, right. Now we've joined the fight.
Creator.
That's alright. That's good. So... Gale. Do we do haste? Or do we cast a big AoE spell to start? Because we can get heaps of these guys. I think a big AoE attack would be a better starting option. Let me just take a look at what else these guys are all about. Okay, mirror image, aura of protection, +3 bonus on saving throws within 3 meters of the spellcaster. These guys have a lot of HP. I think maybe dealing as much damage as we can to these guys early on, like so, probably be decent for us. The concern I have, though, is a lot of our allies may be melee combatants, and therefore they might not be able to get through some of the ice without becoming prone themselves. So I think this is probably a good move for Gale. And we can get, like, heaps of them, including the backline there, so I'm happy with that. Then...
Sometimes the
we've got Blue,
is through.
Who can perhaps maybe continue the attack with something like this. And I wonder if it might be a decent idea to also use... where is it? Do I not have it on me? Oh, here. Arrow of many targets. So if I use that, I might be able to get, like, quite a few of them all in the one. I don't know how to control that exactly, though. Perhaps maybe I get to choose which targets are affected. Either that, or I could do spike growth. But spike growth might prevent our melee attackers from being able to get in close as well. So I'm thinking we go with Lightning Arrow and we go with Hunter's Mark after. Alright. Sorry guys, a lot of planning here, but I think this is a decent plan for us. Jaheira? I don't know what she can do. Okay, so she's got a bit of healing. She's also got Ice Storm. That's fantastic. There's also Call Lightning. She can change into a Panther, which sounds pretty cool. Or I guess I could choose a different shape. I think we'll go in with the Panther shape and see what we can do on that front. I won't really rely on Jaheira too much aside from just dealing heaps of damage because I don't really know what she might be decent for. Perhaps maybe a bit of healing on some of our guys when it's needed. Shadowheart, yeah, she's poised to strike from that side.
Need to act fast.
Actually, what could be good is to do Sunbeam in that direction. And we can get like heaps of them in the one go. Although, I wonder if we should be saving this for another fight after, because I assume there's going to be more in here. Yeah, there's a few more targets out this way as well. Alright. I think we can go in with, you know, all of our heavy-hitting spells. I don't mind.
Don't burn yourself.
Well, let's get started, shall we? So... let's open with an attack. Yeah, we have to be in combat before we can even do Frenzy. Alright, let's do this. So, I really don't think I'm in a good position to do a shove, because they might... Oh, hang on. No, they are going to drop that way. Though, I think maybe a decent thing to do would be to shove this guy off. That way. Yeah, we might be able to get a kill even, because this is a pretty big drop. I'm just trying to think here. Is this decent? They would be in a, like, position where perhaps maybe they would get caught up in the spell that we were going to get Gale to cast. So, let's do this. Ooh, and then they're prone. That's good. We take an attack here. I'll just do a normal attack, I think. Yeah. Alright. Decent start. I think, anyway. Let's just hope that she doesn't get shoved and...
Can't even catch my breath.
Hopefully she can hold her ground up there, so... Let's do... Hunter's Mark on the Disciple. On Zrel, rather. Psionic Backlash, sure. Hang on, what was that? Counterspell? Yeah. Okay, so we didn't get the spell off, unfortunately. Interestingly, Hunter's Mark is only a bonus action, so you can't really use an action to cast that. Alright. Well, with that in mind, then perhaps maybe what we need to do is just try and get this off. Alright, decent. Pull blue back a little bit. Keen on doing Misty Step up there, perhaps. Let's go Gale. Gale. Let's do... think we can get all of these guys in. Yep. Let's do that.
Oh, yes.
And one of them's dead. Yeah, very nice. Let's pull Gale back.
Blood comes easy these days.
Let's see. Shadowheart. Gonna get you, yeah, the concern I have with Shadowheart is that she is going to be quite exposed here. But we do that. I think that's decent. Or we could do that. Only 2 targets though. Yeah, I can't get that last one. Yeah, I think we'll do this. Nice, we've got orbs. And Zrel's already down to 33. So that's decent. We'll get a Great Axe in. And I think that's all she can do. Jaheira. Actually, might be a decent thing to just quickly check on her equipment. So she's got dual blades. I don't know if she actually has projectile weapons, but I mean, I could do another Ice Storm. And maybe it's not such a bad idea. Maybe we do another Ice Storm here in the same spot. Because that'll hit most targets, I feel.
I take no joy in this.
Okay. Pull her back slightly.
Well, so much for peace.
And Quoth, well, Quoth can stay out of the battle. We'll try and pull him out a little bit further.
What now?
I am concerned that we are so grouped up here that any, like, big AoE spell is going to be a huge problem for us. Let's maybe pull further away out with blue, just in case that happens, you know? Oh, very nice.
A little fun at last.
I'll strip your bones clean.
Okay, they're all slowed, I think. Shield blow. Ooh, nice. Yeah, a lot of the enemies are really good at succeeding their checks. I think this is probably a better idea rather than trying to deal with Gloric. Yeah, let's try and get the Zealot. High defense. We can do Lacerate. Oh, maybe we'll take Just a normal attack. Well, I missed anyway. So... honeyed paws. Seems like a good idea to me. 28%, that's not a lot. Might try Lantarv instead. Ooh, okay. Lucky. It was a coin flip, so I'm happy with that. We could disengage and pull back a little bit. But I think it's okay to leave Ursa here to engage Lan.
Come on, man! Come on, man! You shall not fall!
Okay. A few more of our guys. Let's do... I think we can do a shove here as well. Then we can do a couple of attacks on this Acolyte. I think. Yeah, okay. Oh, hang on. Yeah, okay, we're not really getting the angle that we need, unfortunately. That's alright. Let's do an attack. Or two. And now, we might be able to do the shove. But, yeah, I feel like we're not getting the angle that we need. Actually, here we go.
That's it.
Okay. Exactly what we want to see. Going to make a move to try and climb the ladder back down. I'm just trying to see if there are any more enemies on the high ground here. It doesn't look like it. And then the enemies in the main hall, they don't seem to be moving. They seem to be just holding their ground, so that's good. At least, you know, we'll have waves to deal with rather than like a one huge wave.
Fight. Let's go.
I'm heating up.
I think we're done with Karlach.
Can't stay idle.
Gale. I think there's an opportunity here for Gale to do Fireball. And perhaps maybe get rid of some of this ice. So that some of our melee attackers can get in a little bit closer. That's what I'm thinking. Either that, or we do haste on blue. I think we take Fireball, to be honest. Kill these three. Yeah, let's do it. Okay, another counterspell there, I think, or Psionic Backlash, maybe? Yeah. Let's push Gale back.
Indeed.
and blue. I'm gonna try my best to finish off Z'rell here. Do I try my hand at Hunter's Mark again? Possibly. Very good.
At the ready.
Oh, hang on. Why can I not take an action? Oh, this probably because of the slowed condition. Affected entity's movement speed is halved and its armor class and dexterity saving throws reduced by 2. Entity can't take reactions or make more than 1 attack per turn and can only take either an action or... Oh man, okay. that is horrible. I guess slowed would be a really good spell to be able to land consistently on enemies though. Ugh. Had I known that, I would have gone for an attack instead. And perhaps maybe haste would have been better, because I assume haste would negate this completely.
Gone with the weave.
Alright. Well, there goes the ogre. Let's do Spirit Guardians. And just wondering if I will be able to get like 2 of these guys. Might be able to do a kill here.
Seems simple enough.
Oh yes, they've got Death Ward as well. Well, Shadowheart's going to be able to tank some damage, that's fine.
What must be done?
Yeah, let's check out this Panther shape. Where do we go with Call Lightning? It is an AoE spell though. We can perhaps maybe be a little bit careful about it and cast it like that. Actually, no. We will get either one of our allies in, which is not what we want. Okay. Panther shape. Oh. Yes, she's slowed as well. Damn it. Yeah, being slowed is absolutely horrible. It doesn't deal damage though, does it? So, that's kind of interesting. Okay, I need pause again, I think. Good. Let's end our turn there. Okay, that's Lantarv down. And we may as well, with blue,
Can't slow down.
take this attack here. Nice. Okay. And no more slowed, I guess, for most people.
Fuck yes.
Karlach. Yeah, I want to try and get down there, do this attack.
Down the hatch.
Come on.
Covered.
She might be a little bit confused there with the pathing. Sure. Good. And yes, I've got this as well. Oh, that's really good. Yeah, I haven't really been raging all of this time. I might as well do a rage now. We are cleaning up right now. Okay.
Nothing will stand in my way. May the dice roll in my favor.
Let's just move in a little bit closer, and what do we have here? We've got just one more. How much HP? 20. 6 to 15 damage. I think these guys will finish the Adept off, though. Our cantrip could potentially get to 20, so we might try that. Very close. There we go. Very nice. So, we've still got... Yeah, okay, so these guys are actually coming in a little bit closer now. But they're going to have to go through the door. I wonder if I should set things up to get perhaps Karlach to go all the way around. But I think that's not entirely necessary. We could probably just block off the entrance here with Karlach and Shadowheart. Yeah, I think that's probably a good idea. Guys, I do have to run for the moment. I would have loved to just completely decimate the entire ground floor of the enemy forces, but I do need to run right now, so I think I'm going to call it an episode here. Thanks for watching. Drop me a like down below. Stay true. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.